Hi and welcome to the demo of the Epos Now WooCommerce integration by Slink. Our integration syncs orders and refunds, customers and products from WooCommerce to Epos Now, and stock levels from Epos Now to Woo. It's all event-based, which means the data syncs near real time. And we have support for all the major product types, including standard and variable, weighed and measured, bundles, composites, mix and match, as well as Epos Now master and child products. So in this demo, I'm going to take you through how a product syncs from Woo to Epos Now, how stock syncs from Epos Now to Woo, and I'll also show you how Woo orders and refunds sync into Epos Now, and Epos Now orders and refunds, triggering stock updates back onto WooCommerce. So let's start with creating a product on Woo which does not exist on Epos Now. So I've pre-populated a product in WooCommerce to save some time, but it's still in draft status. It's not yet published. I've called it Pen Demo Product, and I've put a few details in, like the price, an SKU, a barcode. Said I want to manage stock, and you'll see a new tab here once our plugin is installed for some fields which do not normally exist in WooCommerce, but are quite useful to sync over into Epos Now if you wish. So we've set the RRP price, the cost price, an order code, an article code, and you can even specify a shorter product name for Epos Now if you like here, because Epos Now has a 40-character limit, and sometimes you have much longer names on WooCommerce. So this allows you to abbreviate that for your till if needed. Right, so we've set up my particular test account here to match products based on SKU on Woo to SKU on Epos Now. We can set this to be anything you like based on your product data, but for the purpose of this demo, it's SKU to SKU. So if we check Epos Now here, if I go and search for that SKU, there's no product in there yet for that. If the product did exist already, then our integration would detect that it exists, and it would just automatically link to that product and sync the stock over from Epos Now into Woo and update the product. So that would all work. It avoids duplicates in that way. But if it doesn't find the SKU, it will then create the product on Epos Now, which is what we expect to happen in this instance. So if we go to my product here, let's go and publish that. Now, once this gets published, WooCommerce queues up a webhook to be sent over to Slink. We receive that webhook, and within a minute or so, we sync that over into Epos Now. So that's published now. So let's go into Epos Now and see if I've got the product in here yet. Not yet, so let's give that a moment. Just give that a few seconds and we'll try again. Search by SKU. There it is. It's come in now. You can see it's set the barcode, it's set the product name and description. If you want to see the price, that's all in there. The cost price, the sale price, the tax rates, the RRP, that's all in there. Same thing for order code, article code that we set in there. That's all in there. So there it is. There's my product over into Epos Now. So next I'm going to show you how the stock levels sync over from Epos Now into WooCommerce. So let's go back to my product here that just created. There's several ways to change the stock level in Epos Now, but we'll just go and change it just for this one product. I go into here, scroll right down. I can see the main store is what's linked right now to WooCommerce. We can link multiple locations and sum up the stock if needed. But on this setup, I've just linked up the main store to my website. So let's say I've got 10 in stock here. Give it some reasons here, and we should be able to save that. And there we go. So the stock level at main store is 10 for this product. Now, the same way WooCommerce sent us a webhook, it'll be the same way Epos Now sends us a webhook, and within a minute or so, it should sync over into WooCommerce. So let's go back to WooCommerce here. I can try and refresh my product, see if it's come over. Get the entry. So it's still showing as 1, which was when I first created the product. So it's not yet come over. Again, we'll just give that a moment. So let's give that another refresh. Go back to the inventory, and yeah, there's now 10 in stock. So that's the stock level that's come over from Epos Now into WooCommerce, and this would be for whatever reason the stock changes on Epos Now, whether there was an order, whether you manually edited the stock, whether you received a purchase order, or you just edited the stock for a product as we just did. So that will come over within a matter of a minute or so. Okay, so next we're going to create an order on WooCommerce and have it sync over into Epos Now and see what that looks like. So I've added our pen product over into the basket here, ready for checkout. Let's go to the checkout here, and just gonna do the checkout on WooCommerce. So there we go. My order's been placed for my pen. If we have a look in the WooCommerce back office, under the orders, we can see that there's a order here. It's in processing status, and where it says link sync, yes, that means WooCommerce has already sent us the order. Now it hasn't yet synced over to Epos Now because it doesn't yet have an Epos Now ID here, but we'll just give that a minute and see if that's all synced over for us. There we go. Just refresh the page and we've got an Epos Now ID in there now. So that order has now synced over into Epos Now. So if we go over into the Epos Now back office here, we can see this in several places, but if we have a look at the completed transactions report for today's date, and there we go. We've got it coming from the WooCommerce device. It's in here now. If I go here into show items, you can see the total is 10. If I scroll down, there's my pen demo product, quantity 1 of it, how much it sold for. And also we have a few additional details here, such as the WooCommerce order number. So that information's in there for you as well. Now the same product, if we go and have a look at it, the stock level should have changed down to 9 because we've sold one. So if I scroll right down again, there it is, 9 in stock now. So now let's do a refund. Let's go back into our order here in WooCommerce, and we will process a refund. So you have an option here. You can select whatever you're refunding, and you have a tick box here to say, should it restock the refunded items or not? So if this is ticked, it'll put the items back in stock. If not, it will just sync as a transaction, but it won't adjust the stock levels. So that's fine, we can do that, and we can just refund that. Okay, and we've seen that happen there. And you can see here, a couple of notes have been added in terms of it's gone from processing to refunded, and the refund is being sent to Slink. So we're just going to wait for this refund to sync over. We can see if we just refresh this page, we should be able to see in the order notes, once that has synced through, we'll get an extra order note in here for that. Let's give that another refresh. There we go. That's updated now. You can see that the refund ID is there. It is sync, and we've got an Epos Now transaction number against there as well. So we should see that refund now in Epos Now. Go over. No, sorry, it's WooCommerce. It's going to the back office here. And again, we'll go into our completed transactions report. for today's date. And we should be able to see that there's a -10. So it's the same orders come in. We've got the total. It's come from WooCommerce. If I look in here, you can see it's -1, -10. So that should have put, and it's put in what the refund ID is and what the original order was. All that info is in there for you. And because that's -1 in there, we should see the stock level updated as well. So let's go back to our pen product. So this should have gone back up to 10. And there it is. So that's the orders and refunds syncing from WooCommerce into Epos Now. Okay, so next we're going to place orders on the Epos Now till and do some refunds as well. And I'll show you how that changes the stock levels on WooCommerce. So for this, we need to use the Epos Now till. We'll just do a cloud sync here to make sure we've got all the latest product data. So I can search for my product. If I search for pen, there it is. That's the pen demo product. Let's sell that, and let's sell 2 of those. And I'll go to pay, and let's just say card. It's fine. Okay, so that transaction's gone through. If we go into the back office here, and we're still in my product, so let's just refresh that. That should have reduced the stock down to 8, and it has. So this will have triggered a webhook from Epos Now to Slink, and we'll then update the stock level on Woo. So let's go and see if that's happened. We can go to my product here. Have a look at the inventory. So it's still showing as 10, but that should sync over very shortly. Just give that a second. I'm just going to refresh that again and see if it's come through now. There we go. In inventory, it's up to 8. So that's all synced over. Let's go back to our till, and now let's refund this order we've just done. So as you can see in the orders list, you can see all the website orders that have come in as well. You can always see them from the till as well as the back office. So here's the one I've literally just done on the till. If I go to refund, that will bring it up. Let's say only refund 1 of them this time. So let's do the refund. Do the card again. It wants a refund reason. Let's just give it a reason here. And refund by card. That's that done. So let's go have a look at the back office. Refresh that. That should have gone back to 9 because we put 1. We refunded just 1, so that's up to 9. Next thing is to check on commerce. I'll just refresh that. Still 8, so again, we'll just give it another few seconds and I'll try a refresh again just to see if it's come through. Let's do a refresh again. Still at 8. Just give it another few seconds and I'll try another refresh. Normally it syncs over within a minute or so, so it's not been a minute yet even, I don't think so. There we go. It's up to 9. So that shows you how the orders and refunds from the Epos Now till, when they affect the stock level in Epos Now, we pick that up and update the stock levels up onto WooCommerce. So that keeps everything in sync for you. So So that's a wrap on the demo, and thank you for taking the time to watch this. If you have any questions at all, our contact details are on screen now. Please feel free to reach out with any questions you have. We have a bunch of other features as well, which you can find out more about on our website. And yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. Thank you.